The new prototype MS is the latest model developed by the Burian as part of the Demi series. The Demi Barding is a concept model used for the purposes of the testing development. Although it has the components designed to meet the latest standards, the general structure of its propulsion unit is identical to the current production models. It was actually meant for testing purposes, but because of the war going on at the time in season 2, it had to be brought up and they had to use it to fight. What's up everyone, this is Ohmywingz with another video, and I know I haven't done a review in a really long time, but because I got back on Twitch and be able to start building again on stream, it kind of gave me the motivation to create this video, and I was so inspired after building the Demi Barding, and it was such an awesome kit, so I definitely had to do a review. So here it is, so let's get started. So I always like to go over the box first, and the box is always so good. This Demi Barding box is just fantastic, and all the Witch from the Mercury boxes have been really nice. And of course you see some of the poses here, really good poses. It actually even gives you an unpainted state of what it looks like, which is actually really cool. Of course you see the side here, and of course Witch from Mercury season 2 piloted by Choo Choo, which I'm surprised Nika is not on there, which I feel like she should be, because she was also part of the pilot, so I feel like it'd be cool just to see both of them, but that's just my personal opinion on it. And of course here's the manual here. As you can see, the inside's looking great, colorful as usual, and of course you see the manual. It's very easy to, like, I guess, read, so they do it very simple for everyone. And this build didn't take long at all. It was actually a really easy build, so they definitely make it super simple. And of course here you see more of the poses, and that pose is actually really cool, which I didn't know actually, so that's a really cool one. Again, it comes with the rifle as well as the fist Vulcan cannons, which I didn't know either. So there's Vulcans on the hands. Of course, there's a separate the ball, which kind of reminds you of that actually. And of course, you see the beam saber, and as well as the wheel dash boost, which I think these things right there. So again, it's really nice. And of course, there's a cover there of the art again. And of course, I didn't forget the sticker sheet. It was kind of bland, so I only used the green ones, and the gray ones I didn't really touch, as you can see there. So yeah, I mean, I felt like there was no need to use the other stickers. So here's a pose I did just without the weapons and backpack and anything. It stands up pretty well by itself, and it's really thick, and that's what I really like to build. It's sturdy. You can twist his arms all the way, as you can see there what I'm doing. And of course it can do the splits, which is pretty nice. So as you can see, it's pretty flexible in its posing. And the cool thing is actually it can stand on one foot, and it actually did very well on that, so that was really cool. And of course, again, I was just kind of messing around with it. The head doesn't really turn all the way 360, which of course, no, I don't think anyone really cares. And the skirt you're able to flap up, and as well as the butt skirt, so it's cool because it goes up where you can actually feel the ab crunch, so you can actually get the posing in very nicely. And here's a pose with the nice ball or backpack, whatever you want to call it. It really reminds me of the ball, which is really cool and kind of a gunting kind of style. The ball is really interesting. As you can see, it has the eyeball there, and it has the wheel jetpacks, I guess, which is really cool. And of course the little cannons on the side, which kind of remind me of the ball, which is really nice. It's pretty flexible and stable as well. You can actually do some pretty cool posing. And of course here's the detail of the Demi as well. Up close, it looks really nice without the painting, so honestly they did a really good job in detailing it without the painting. Into some of the weapons that we have here, as you can see on the side legs, there is a beam saber that actually comes out, which is really cool. A nice little gimmick. I notice all the Witch from Mercury kits tend to have that beam saber gimmick, and of course on the Ferrac and the other ones it comes out of the hands or their legs, and I feel like this is one of those moments. And actually putting on the beam sabers on, it actually looks really cool, and it kind of reminds me of the Pale Rider a little bit, or any, like, I guess in terms of using the Hades system, using the two beam sabers. Looks really cool. And honestly, it's the first time actually using beam sabers. I actually don't really use them very much, but I thought this was a cool idea to use. So this rifle looks really nice, and I really like how it's kind of like a sniper kind of style where you can hold it with two hands. So this was a really cool pose, and again, the posing on this is amazing, as you can see here. And of course you can take the cannons on top and flip it over, kind of like the gun cannon. But again, the rifle is really nice, and again it has that sniper feel, which kind of is really cool. So here's a comparison for the area rebuild and as well as the Demi Barding. Of course, the area rebuild is way taller than the Demi, as you can see the comparison here. But here's a little comparison, and of course the Demi is definitely a lot shorter than the area rebuild. Now this was a really cool pose, and of course we saw this in the manual earlier. The wire that's able to attach to the backpack has a really cool action pose, as you can see here. You can really take that wire to connect, and it kind of shows that they're always connected, which is really nice. So this is a really cool action pose I like to do. Looked absolutely amazing. So here are my final thoughts on it. This is a really awesome build. I really like this Demi Barding, as I said like a billion times. This is a kit you definitely must have if you're really into the grunt suits or just something a little more unique and a little more dummy thick. This is where you want to get. So if you haven't got yourself one, make sure you get yourself one. And again, if this is your first time here, make sure you like, subscribe, and it really does help the channel a lot. So I appreciate all the support, and if you got this far in the video, I appreciate you watching and supporting the channel, and see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Hey, I was watching that.